Okay, first up is The Last Exorcism, which is being touted as an Eli Roth film. It's not an Eli Roth film. Eli Roth just kind of threw his name on this thing so there'd be some marketing muscle behind it. It's actually directed by a guy named Daniel Stamm, who is really nobody of note. Let's take a look at a little clip here, and then I'll come back and explain the film and whether you should see it or not.
Now. Now. There you go. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Right here, yeah. It's got it. It's got it. Come on. That's a good girl. Good girl. It's gonna be okay.
So, basically, right after that moment, they dance to Charleston. It's not as scary as it looks. It really isn't. Basically, this movie is it is a faux documentary about like a preacher who's lost his faith. So he's brought this camera crew along, this documentary crew, to film an exorcism so he can demonstrate that it's really all kind of hokey. But of course, things happen that he doesn't count on, and is it hokey or is it not? Whatever. It sort of starts off a little bit like Marjo, if you've ever seen the famous documentary about Marjo Gortner, Marjo, thing about a preacher. And then it kind of turns a little Blair Witch Project, then it veers into The Exorcist, and at the end it just goes all Rosemary's Baby and completely off the rails. It's not that scary, kind of interesting. It's a novel way to enter the genre, not that expensive. Lionsgate's blowing this thing out into 1 million theaters, so they're going to easily, they're going to make their money back in the first weekend.
You know, I was actually a fan of The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which a lot of people were not a fan of. Because I was surprised that that was more of a think piece in its own strange way than I would have ever expected.
Better is the German film, the title of which escapes me, that is about that exact same incident, but the German film doesn't do it as a courtroom drama.
That's Requiem?
Yes, I think it is. It's Requiem. It tells...
Buy! Rent! Burn! Oh, that's later.
Rent. No, which sort of doesn't do the courtroom drama thing. It's just sort of more about what was wrong with this girl. It just assumes that, there was something psychologically wrong with her. That film I actually like. This is okay. It's fine. It's if you're 16 years old, go on a date and, go boo.
Exactly.